Hey guys, this is going to be the daily insight, so I might do them live. I'm not sure yet, but today I'm doing them live, so I hope you don't mind. I am still working on your Celtic Cross readings, your timeless readings, guys. I think 4 or 5 more signs to do because the energy was so bad last week. I got behind. So let's see the messages. We have the Eight of Swords coming out, guys. So this is the mental mind, the restrictive mindset that keeps us stuck in self sabotage, negative thinking, holding on to thoughts that are disruptive about ourselves in terms of it's energy that will keep you mentally imprisoned or mentally trapped. There might be a situation where you feel like you don't know how to navigate the waters, or there might be a lot of stresses at this time, or a lot of things coming towards you that's causing you mental conflict or mental confusion in some way, shape, or form here. We had the Two of Cups coming out, guys. So this is connecting with somebody that there is an instant chemistry, an instant attraction here. People that are of like mind, that are on the same kind of wavelength here. And this can be both male and females. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but it can be. So for some, you could be just connecting with like-minded friends or family. For others, this is a connection that might have you confused or stuck in some way at the moment. But the Two of Cups is a positive energy, but it's like when you meet when you meet a friend or you meet somebody for the first time and there's that instant chemistry, that instant connection, that's what this card is in relation to. So the Strength card is coming out. So there could be a situation here. We do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And now we have fire energy with Strength and Leo coming out. So this could be definitely got to do with a bond. If this person isn't a Leo, they may be also fighting their inner demons, cultivating their shadow, and trying to gain both psychological, emotional, and spiritual strength through perseverance. And if this is your energy, then there's a possibility that there is something that there might be, you might not want to see a solution or a way out of a situation, or you can't see a solution or a way out, or maybe you fear that you won't meet somebody that you do have chemistry with, that you do have an attraction with. And yeah, I think it was in the other reading I done live, there was a blind date, and I did just do Capricorn's timeless reading, and they were it was all about fated destined events here, and following the universal energies, but cultivating their own inner demons, doing their own shadow work here. So there is a battle here between what you want to desire, what you want to attract, but what you're actually experiencing in the 3D at the moment might be limitations or self sabotaging beliefs that are restricting you from having that connection, that bond with somebody in particular, or family or friends at the moment. There might be a feeling of disconnection here, but for some of us, there could be a situation coming into play where we align with a Leo, male or female, but it could definitely be a male. I'm feeling here the Eight of Cups. So we have two eights here. And what I feel like this is on the feminine energy. So not only was there a mental imprisonment taking place, but also there is an emotional checkout here. So if you have physically walked away in terms of emotionally saying that that situation or that person wasn't fulfilling your needs on an emotional level. It didn't quite get to the Ten of Cups here, but there was a lot of emotional investment into the situation. But because I'm seeing eights and we have the infinity symbol here, the message I'm getting right now is that there could be some unfinished universal karmic energies that needs to happen between two people that may have had history together. This could be like 8 months, 8 years. It doesn't have to be, but it's a significant time in which this connection was in the 3D. So it was in your mind and in your heart here. And it definitely doesn't seem to have been easy to disconnect from this person, because for some it was a recognition of a soul from a past life connection that you had, and you were definitely brought together to learn a lesson here. And we have the Emperor coming out. So what I'm thinking now is that there is possibly either somebody, the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, there is possibly two different scenarios here, okay? We're either going to align with, if you are a female here, you may align with an older male, and they may have a lot of fire in their chart, or they're just very they like command respect, or they could have a high power job or position. But also this is cultivating the ego here, cultivating control and the need to control. For some, this could be a very controlling, narcissistic person, but it's the masculine energy that we need to work with here. So if there's any males from your past here, this could be father figures, uncles, brothers, ex-partners, friends, society, people in society, any authority male figure that there might have been issues around. It's now asking you to say when enough is enough here. So this energy here is now, I feel like, realizing that there is a lot of things that are holding you back, and me, myself as well. We tend to be our own worst enemy, and then when we say negative things or we think negative things, we feel emotionally cut off, and this is the void, guys. So when you disconnect from the negative people, the toxic people, the abusive people that aren't in your highest good, this creates the void here. And then we need to allow that space to be filled by continuing to have faith in the process of facing our shadow, facing our demons, letting go of all the negative energies. There is an energy of the fact that there isn't much more stress or anxiety or worry or fear or doubt that can hold you back as much as this Ten of Swords. So it's all the bullshit in which we tell ourselves, it's all the shit that people dish out to us, that's what we need to release. And I do feel like that there is an emotional as well as a mental lesson in terms of their connection. I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to get out the message. But this is the work that the feminine energy is doing. So it's battling what you know is not good for you with what you miss, what you wanted, what you desired. And then this energy then is trying to cultivate their demons and possibly face their ego and control issues. But we're aligning with releasing any masculine energies that have caused us hurt and pain in the past, letting go of the way we thought or felt about ourselves through the control or through the ego or through the abuse. So do you know the way to say sometimes the abused person can become an abuser, and the hurt people, good, honest people don't go around sabotaging or betraying or lying or cheating on people. So there is a need to release with compassion and understanding, to release the judgment, because you are not the abuser, nor are you a product of that abuse, in terms of you're not going to allow the ego or any past influences that were not positive to affect you in the here and now, because these are 8s and we're going to 10. So I feel like that if you are in a feminine energy right now, whether you're male or female, this is about realizing that you're not emotionally or mentally beat down by anybody else's actions, that is on them. So don't take responsibility for how somebody else treated you. That's on them. And we need to realize that we are not what they made us feel or what they may have told us. And if this is your energy being your own worst enemy, I do know that we all have mental energies where we need to continue to stay positive. If a negative talk comes in, it's about overriding that with a positive thought, and the positive thought vibration will echo a lot further, a lot wider than any negative energy. So I feel like here that there is either twofold. Either we're going to come into contact with somebody that we have an instant connection with, and we need to release any things that we feel we're not worthy of love, we're not good enough, because they are also fighting their demons and releasing control issues, and releasing any male energies that might have been harmful to them. Or there is a situation where somebody that you're already in alignment with or you have history with is now, after like going through their dark night of the soul, and they've realized where they have not cultivated their inner demons, where they have actually fed the demon, fed the beast. Somebody was feeding the beast here, and they could possibly now be on the other end where they're receiving, they're getting back what they dished out. And this is a lesson in terms of it's not about karma. It's not about, oh, you do shit, you get shit back. No, this is a deep soul lesson, a deep awakening, that there's a realization here of the shit that might have went down in the past was all based on ego and control. I hope this makes sense. I want to get clarifying on the Eight of Swords. Okay, so this is the gift. Okay, this could be mental restrictions about finances, okay? So I definitely know this energy because we are going through challenging times. All last week, guys, it was challenging for a lot of us. The energies were very, very low, and we needed to do what we can to raise our vibration. But you know, sometimes we just need to rest. So there is limited beliefs here around finances or around your ability to be able to receive. So if there is like inheritance or finances that are slow coming in, this could definitely represent the fact that we are now getting in our own way mentally because we could be blocking the abundance, blocking the prosperity, blocking the gifts from the universe that do want to come in because we're having fear-based thoughts, and that could be around finances. Now also this talks about charity, and if there is restrictions or if there are struggles, there are definitely organizations, government, charities that can help you with your finances, and also there's another message around the fact that if you do feel stuck or stagnant in some way, but you have a lot to give, okay? So this is about clearing out your wardrobe, donating, giving your time to charity, or giving money to charity. So whichever way this falls, I believe that either we don't believe that we can give or we don't believe we can receive, and this is twofold. And we're now blocking our own abundance. We're now blocking our own financial flow, and we need to release the restrictions around finances or any negative beliefs. Now also, guys, some people don't realize, and I realized this sorry guys, the camera fell. I realized this a few years ago. Sometimes we can come into this life with past life. Say if you done a vow, you made a vow of celibacy, or you made a vow to live in poverty. You know, there's some energy around past lives. So when you're releasing any negative mindsets or beliefs associated with your ability to receive, also include the release of any vows that you may have made around scarcity or lack or poverty in past lifetimes, and this will help cut the cards to those vows that you brought into this lifetime. So this is definitely, I know that it can get quite stressful when you don't think that you can pay the bills and things like that. And also the other side is, if you're hoarding stuff, if you have too much stuff, definitely donate, give it to people less fortunate than you, and give your time and energy to people also. So the Eight of Cups is being clarified by the Journey card. So this is the message that I got a moment ago was, It is nearly the Ten of Cups, but it didn't quite get there. So there was an emotional investment into something, a job, a friendship, a relationship that didn't quite work out. And with this full moon energy that's coming in, guys, on the 19th, with the full moon in Virgo. Also, I don't know how you guys feel, but Pisces season is quite challenging at the best of times for the most of us. For me, anyway, even though I have a lot of water in terms of Scorpio in my chart, I find Pisces season to be very kind of disorientated phase. So let's see how that energy plays out. But this is about now. Do you know that song, Rudimental, These Days, Jessie Glenn? I told her I had to go because he had to find himself. And this is exactly it. So it's not easy to turn your back on 8 cups that you hoped that would get to a 10. Now, but this is telling us that it brought us on a quest to find ourselves. So that's why I feel for a lot of us, this is past energy, that the feminine now is coming to the realization that we are in the whole dynamics of the universe, and that we are all connected, and that everything is connected, and everything has a rhythm, a reason, and a rhyme in our lives. And that goes for the people and the lessons and the experiences that we also have. So if you get an opportunity to take a break away, to get away, definitely do that. And also know that when you've stepped out of the 8 of Cups energy and you start finding yourself, you move towards the 9 and 10 of Cups, which is emotional contentment, peace, and joy and happiness. And that's ultimately what we all deserve, okay? So let's get a card on the 2 of Cups energy. Yes. Okay. So I do feel like, guys, this could. Hey guys. Hey Victoria. It's very hard to see the comments. 1 second. Hey guys. Hi Victoria. Hi Mohammed. Hey. So guys, this could be possibly got to do with somebody. If it's somebody new and there's an instant chemistry, an instant spark, remember that not all fruit is good for you, and that not all fruit is inviting. So pleasures and momentary pleasures may not be satisfying or satisfactory. So this is like cherries, that they're really sweet, but they lack nourishment. So be careful, don't have any rose-colored glasses on you. Make sure that you're listening to your intuition, making sure that you're taking stock of the lessons that you've learned through the past experiences, and allowing them to benefit you when you align with new people. So there is something around a person that we already are connecting with, or that may be coming in, or you know them from the past. And they might very well have been going through the dark night of the soul, but there is some deception or lies. Somebody isn't showing their true colors or their true feelings in some way, shape, or form. And this could be got to do with the ego and control issues, or their own masculine energies, or the influences of male energies around them. Possibly because society told males that you can't cry, you can't show emotion. like what, so we're realizing now through the divine feminine and divine masculine energies that we're moving towards hopefully a more equality mindset when it comes to men and women and our right to be the people that we are. So somebody here is not being 100% honest with themselves or with you, or not being honest about how they truly feel, but they are definitely going through some shadow work and facing their demons at this time. So you need to protect yourself, clear and shield your energies regularly, use discernment, exercise compassion and understanding and empathy as much as possible, but don't leave anybody make a fool out of you, okay? You don't need to put up with people's shit just because they're going through shit. And like I said a moment ago, hurt people, and you get out of the firing line if that is the case. So let's look at the Strength card, guys. So there is an energy here around somebody needs to prioritize their internal work, okay? So there is a need here to cultivate some mental, emotional strength and the ability here to actually face your demons, not allow the ego to get in the way, not allow you to become a victim of narcissism here. This is about whoever this other person is, okay? And I do feel like it's somebody outside of this energy over here and not here in this reading. So it's somebody outside of us that needs to now focus on their mental health, on their emotional health, and doing the shadow work and releasing the control that they may have, and release any. So see, the thing about it is, guys, most people, well, not most people, people that are caught out in lies or deceit or deception, they try and gaslight us, okay? They try and make us think that it was our problem, our fault, that what we see in front of our eyes, what we feel is not true. So we begin to question ourselves. And that's what gaslighting energy is. And so they don't want to face up to the negative, deceptive energies, and they're being called to do it. So if they're going through struggles, if they're experiencing energies that they may have put you through, it's because they need to do the work to make the changes, to prioritize their own energies and to release the negative and bring about the positive, because the Two of Cups is a very, very positive card. It's all about that, being on the same wavelength, being able to express, and two people coming together at the same level. But there's something that's blocking that, and it's coming from this energy here. So let's look at the Emperor card. This is very, very interesting, guys. I hope this is making sense. Yeah, so the surprise. So this could be, like I said, for some, it could be an older person, whether you're male or female. It could be an older, more mature person coming into the picture. And this now here, this is where the negativity turns to positive, right? So it can either go twofold. You can either allow this person to face up to their demons and know that when they put in the work, they will have a positive turning point. Or any fears around deception or lies, there's going to be worry here turns to good news. So you could be dealing with somebody who is definitely very worried, and it's in relation to maybe deception. If this is somebody new, it could be the fact that they've been abused, they have had deception and betrayal, and they've had to gain a lot of strength and prioritize themselves. But through this energy, there is a positive turning point. So there is a realization of where control and the ego-based energies and the negative energies have impacted up until now, and how the strength card can be turned around in a positive way to bring about positive change. And this is also for us here relating to our own masculine and feminine energies. So there's a need to release emotional and mental restrictions in the feminine energy, and there's need to cultivate the strength and to not be afraid to step into your power, not be afraid to assert yourself, to make the changes needed, not be afraid to confront somebody if they are deceiving you or creating negative energies in your life. The Emperor is all about Aries, which tells us I am the self, and how we need to take responsibility for our own lives, and how we have the power within ourselves to cultivate our mental mind and our emotional mind, and gaining that strength. So it is like I feel like it's a very twofold energy, and it's definitely relating both internal in ourselves and external in terms of either somebody that we're already dealing with. But I do feel like for some of us it could be a connection that you've had in the past that caused a lot of hurt and pain and despair in your life, and it was not easy to mentally or emotionally walk away from the soul connection that you felt with this person. But unfortunately, the negative energies brought about a lot of shit that caused a lot of pain. There is here telling me that there is going to be a positive turning point. And guys, I am doing the Celtic Cross readings for all signs at the moment, and this seems to be the recurring energy that I'm feeling. January and February may not have lived up to our expectations in terms of the new beginnings, new year, but I feel like when we get into Aries season, and I did say this a few weeks ago as well, that when we step into March, that there is going to be a positive turn of events. There is going to be a lot of changes taking place in many of our lives. Some of us are moving. So, there's a lot of different things that we're going to experience. But I do feel that in March we might feel a more sense of control, a more sense of the ability here to step up, to be the boss, and to assert ourselves in our lives. So guys, 1 second now, I just want to get a sup of my tea. I have a look at we're going to look at the angel message, and we'll see what the angels would like to add to this reading. Archangel Uriel, guys, is coming out again. So this is the angel. This is the psychologist, Archangel. So this is like the mental and the emotional, okay? So your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. And this is what I said a few moments ago, guys. We are not a product or a victim, or we are not defined by abusive people or negative people that have caused us hurt and pain. Okay, so it's important for us to forgive ourselves and exercise compassion and understanding and release the past so we can fully move forward and heal. And this is also in relation to being a healer yourself. So your experiences, your emotional growth and experience so far in your life has gained a lot of wisdom, and this can also help the people around you and new people coming into your life. Like I said, it's about applying the lessons that we learned from the good, the bad, and the ugly to the new, and how that makes us stronger, better people for ourselves. And Archangel Gabriel, guys. So we have some very, very powerful archangels around us. And like I start rambling 90 miles an hour, guys, I'm sure I'm talking 100 miles an hour. When I'm channeling, it's like, whoa, let my mind, I can't even think, like, there's no time for thinking. The words just come. So, guys, Archangel Gabriel, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So, this is the mind and the heart, guys. So, the emotional and the mental, and how wonderfully synchronistic is that. And two very, very powerful archangels making their energy known to us. So don't forget to ask Archangel Uriel and Archangel Gabriel for their assistance. They are readily available to each and every one of us simultaneously, guys. And don't be afraid to ask. You're not taking away from anybody else when you ask the angels and the archangels for help. So new beginnings, guys. So this also was one of the angel cards that came in for Capricorn, and they had a lot of Uranian and Aquarian energy in their reading. So unexpected, like I said, a surprise turning points taking place for us all here. And embracing the new beginnings, looking and seeing the opportunities and the possibilities around us, opening ourselves up to new friendships, new relationships, new experiences. All is important for our soul growth and our soul lessons. And let's see which Ascended Master would like to add and give a message at this time. Guys, it's the energies from the lives the other day was absolutely wonderful. I'm definitely going to be doing those again, doing readings, questions. It went really, really well, guys. So I'm going to be doing that again. So keep an eye out for the scheduling. So retreat into nature. So this is also around the nature, spiritual beings like fairies and things like that. So there might be a connection or a interest in mystical creatures or creatures that stem from nature. So this basically says exactly what it means, retreat into nature. So, and with the journey card coming out for us, guys, there's a lot of healing that can take place around water, and just taking that time and energy to breathe and to appreciate and the Mother Earth and ground our energies within nature. Okay, so I know that I'm probably stuck in the house way too long. I need to get out and go for a walk. And where I live, we have the beautiful Shannon River, and it's absolutely beautiful. And if you can't go near water or get out into nature, maybe check on YouTube for a nature meditative healing visual where you can look at pictures of trees and nature or water, and that can help you also, guys. So I'm going to take, let me see, one of the soul lesson cards and see what lesson can we learn and experience at this time. Failure. So this card tells us that I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So again, guys, don't beat yourself up about the past. Don't allow, especially if it's in relation to communications or any type of artistic endeavor, maybe you've given up on that area, but because you've had a disappointment or a letdown or something didn't go the way you wanted it to go in the past. So it's just saying that that failures aren't really failures, they're just opportunities to learn, and mistakes are the opportunities to learn and grow from them. And we can all say, oh, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Because hindsight is always 2020. But it's about raising your mindset in terms of, yes, that's what happened. There is nothing I can do about that now, but here's how I can make it better for myself in the future. And here's how I can learn through that experience and make it into a positive turning point. Okay, guys, so I hope and I trust this has helped you in some way and it's made sense to somebody out there. Definitely the dailies always take, if they're not happening in the here and now, they could take a few days, guys. So energy is fluid and we're all experiencing these things at different points. So just keep in mind the messages, and like I said, they're definitely resonating here with me, and I've hoped that they've helped you in some way. So have a lovely day, guys, and take care of yourself and be good to yourself.